Okay, surprise live stream. Okay, I'm still getting everything set up, so just a second. Surprise live stream. Gotta share it in all the places. And then I'm gonna set up and then I gotta okay, I'm gonna put it on Tumblr. I'm gonna put it on Twitter, too. I've been bad about this. And then I gotta get the chat pulled up. Ah, hello! I'm kind of just staring at the YouTube thing. I'll flip back over to what I was doing in a second. Because I like to have the chat open on my tablet so that I can see them. I don't have two monitors because I'm a scrub. I don't have two. Okay. So just give me a second. I always do this for like 10 minutes while I'm like, as soon as I stream, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna spend like 50 million years to set everything up. Let me just... There we go. Okay, now we're good. Let's get the music turned on here. And I don't need OBS in my face. Okay. To me, yes, VCCV is easy to do. The thing is, it's kind of hard to keep track of, is there's a lot of different types of Otos that you're working on. And I can, well, you guys wouldn't be able to see it, but, I might link in the chat. Basically, I wrote down CZ's tutorial, so, because I know some people don't like video tutorials, or they just don't like to, or they don't speak English very well, or things like that. But, basically, I'll kind of go over the basics here. So for, like, dash CV, pre-utterance goes after the consonant. Don't worry, you don't really gotta worry about this over here, because there's nothing in front of that, so just... And then dash CV is kind of the same, but you want to make sure that the left blank is like here at the end of the last vowel. So this one's a bit too big. I'm going to shrink it a bit. That's what this is for. And this copy-paste list came from the rec list, so it should be included. And then always make sure you check your right blanks, because they will screw you over. The V space C, you put the pre-utterance at the end of the vowel, you watch your left blank to make sure none of this gets in there, and then that's it. That's all you gotta do. The C, you want to include the consonant up until the aspiration. This is kind of hard on consonants like J, but you can kind of figure it out. Check the left blank, and then we want to capture this middle blank space here. And then the VC dash pre-utterance goes here. Check your left blank, check your right blank, and it's good. It's good. That's probably all I'm going to be doing in this stream, but you can see all of the proper methods for Otoing this on CZ's tutorial. She'll also tell you how to set up set param, so that it looks like this. Yeah! The other thing to keep in mind is that the overlap should always be half of the pre-utterance. Always, always, always. Because otherwise your envelopes will go all screwy when you're making a USD. Always, always. Every time I am using a VCCV bank that I've never used before, and I think it's going great, and then I hit P2, P3, and all the envelopes go screwy, and I just like, I have to fix all of this. It's frustrating. Don't do that. Don't move the overlap. Just leave it at half. Leave it at half. And this is CZ's base Oto too, so just it's literally that simple. You learn where the pre-utterance goes, and then you click it there, and then you're done. And you're done. So we want the... And then you click it there. So as long as you recorded according to CZ's tutorials and you've used her background music and her... It should line up with the base Oto excellently, and then you just gotta click it there. And then you just gotta check your left blank. I'm bad about checking the blanks. Which is a mistake, because you really gotta be on top of that. Those blanks will sneak up on you. Those blanks. Yeah! This system was developed to be easy to use. And a lot of people don't know that because they don't watch the damn tutorials. And it's just like, all of this is explained to you. All of this is out in the open. If you don't know how to do it, then you need to read the instructions. I mean, that's the gist of it, in my opinion, but... Because, like, a lot of people will be like, I don't know how VCCV works, why is it so hard? And then I'll ask them if they watch the tutorials, and they're like, no, tutorials are for bitches. And it's like, of course you don't know how it works. How would you know how it works without learning how it works? Come on. Come on. But I mean, that's enough of that. I shouldn't be mean. I need to tone it down a bit. I get really excited about VCCV. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All you gotta do. I've also seen banks where in the VSpace-Cs they edit the right blank to cut off the consonant, and I mean, you can do that, but it's totally unnecessary. It does not matter at all because of the way that the Oto and everything is set up. And so it doesn't make a difference if you do or don't, except in the amount of work. Yeah. It's a bit of a thing. You can find it on my DeviantArt, the written version, if that helps better than the videos. I might link it in the chat if you want me to. But But yeah, this is actually a bank I'm working on for a commission. This is Alice16. You probably have heard of her. But she got a new VCCV bank, and this is the only pitch that wasn't... Because basically what Alice did for the other two pitches is that she forgot to record this first syllable in all of these recordings. And it... It really messed things up, because, like, I would have rather the last syllable have been left off, because then I can compensate easier. So I kind of just had to work around it, and, like, I was working around it. I'm not gonna walk up to somebody and be like, hey, you know, your recordings are awful, and you need to re-record all, like, 800 of them, because that's just rude. But, that's just rude. But it does bother me. It bothers me a lot, and I know that that's not normal. But this pitch is normal, and I'm just so relieved that this pitch is normal. Like, you can't believe. But yeah. Thanks for showing up. Also, by the way, I'm glad you're here. Like, it always means a lot when you guys show up to my streams. Ah! Hell. Always check the blanks. They will fuck you. They will fuck you. It's like, I'll be using a bank that I otoed and like something will go wrong and I'll be like, what the hell did I do? And I'll look at it and it's the blanks every time. It's the blanks every time. Have to, and it just gives you more work. Yeah. The other thing to note is that this is CZ's base auto, but it's not in the form that CZ gives it to you, because, like, in the rec list it's separated in all these folders. In order to do multi-pitch, you can do multi-pitch in one of two ways. You can do what I did with Bunny and just rename the folders for each pitch, which leads to you having 50 billion folders, but everything's organized, which is why I do it. But the other way to do it, which is what Alice did here, is just to record everything into one folder and then paste all the base autos into each other. So this is a mega auto. It has 3,600 lines. I want to die. I want to die. But honestly, just knowing that most of it is recorded with all of the syllables intact makes me feel so much better. Yeah. I need organization or else I can't function. It's kind of sad, actually. But yeah, I've been sitting on this commission for far longer than I should have. And I keep telling Alice that I'm sorry, and she's like, it's okay, take your time. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I should have this done by now. I should have this done by now. Done by now. Record everything. Always. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. It's actually for the contest that the Utah group I'm in is doing. Which I did not link in the upload, but I did link it on my DeviantArt upload of the thumbnail. So basically, whenever I do an MMD video, I always upload the thumbnail to DeviantArt. So I linked it, the group and the contest in that. So if you're interested, you know, go ahead and check it out. I love this group. I've met so many friends. I have met so many friends. thing is, I'm like the second entry in the contest, and like no one else is like one other person has entered before I do, and I'm just like, did I not take enough time? Are other people gonna are other people gonna spend more time on it and produce better things? Better things. I'm always that like you know how it is when you're in class and you turn in your test like 10 minutes ahead of everyone else, and you're just like, wait a minute, did I not? Oh yeah, yeah. Also, hello! Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. I try to make sure everything's linked all together. Like, I try to... Oh, yep, I figured it was you, Dan. I figured it was you, Dan, but honestly, I do that all the time. I have, like, 3 channels that I swap between, like, on a daily... Well, only 2 now. I was doing, like, an anime parody thing channel, and that... I gave up on it because I kept getting copyright. Like, I kept getting my videos removed for copyright reasons, and it was really annoying. But yeah, so I totally get you. I get you. Whew. But thanks for coming, Dan. It's nice to see you. Alright. Also, if the stream kind of jumps around a bit, I apologize. My internet is not the best. I think my dad might be streaming TV too, so that might... Nice. 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 I recently got Portal. I got up to, like, almost the end, and then I got incredibly frustrated because I couldn't time the jumps. I have, like, no reflexes. I have, like, no reflexes. Like, I like games where you don't need them, typically. And Portal was fun until that happened. Because, like, I solved the puzzle. I know what I need to do. I just can't. And that was frustrating. But it's still a great game. That was awesome. Every once in a while when I'm otoing, I'll just forget what I'm doing. Like, I won't actually pay attention to what's up here at all. And so, I'll just be going along, and then I'll realize I've been otoing V-space-Cs like VCs and etc. etc. Yeah, it was on sale recently, that's why I got it. Because it was like $1, and I was like, shoot, I'll get that. No, shoot. As my old covers call out my old mixing. That was something. Oh, what? Someone is calling me. Who is calling me? It's my mom. Hold on. Hello? I want to say to her Yeah, and then maybe like probably 5 counting what I've done at home. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yep. Bye. Sorry. My mom called me. My mom called me. Oh, jeez. Alright. Back to business. Oh, also, I've been thinking, you might have noticed that I've streamed like Minecraft and stuff on this channel. Would you be interested in a channel where I exclusively stream like video games and stuff? Like maybe once a week, stream Minecraft for 2 hours. Would you guys watch that? I'm looking for an opinion. Because, like, here's the deal. Like, YouTube's already so saturated with gaming channels, but at the same time, like, I kind of want to. You know? Yeah, funny story, I also bought Portal for my boyfriend, and he did not download it. Because his computer's been acting dumb lately, and so he didn't download it. And then, like, a couple days later, I noticed that Valve refunded me, like, $3. And I mean, I might do things besides Minecraft. You know, I don't know. I don't know whether or not people would like to watch me stream video games. Because it would have to be whether or not they want to watch me specifically, because there's already 50 billion people who stream video games every week. That's why you gotta check your bikes, kids, because it'll look like it's fine, but it's not. You should! Stardew Valley is an excellent game. I've played 300 hours of it, and it's fantastic. I love it. I love it to death. I mean, I can imagine that there's a furry mod for it. I know Pro Jared made a mod where you can mod in, oh jeez, what did he? Jum Jum. You can mod in Jum Jum Jr. You can mod in Jum Jum. I have not modded in Jum Jum, but I kind of want to. I don't know if you guys watch Pro Jared or not, but he's good. He's good. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorites. But yeah, you should totally get Stardew Valley. It's one of my favorite games ever that I've ever played, and I love it to death. But yeah, so I hope you guys aren't bored, but it's just gonna be this for a long time. I might switch to the art pacing bank I've been working on, just as a personal project. It's not a commission. I don't do art pacing commissions because I don't really know what I'm doing with art pacing. And let me tell you, hun, that is for the sake of all of you guys. It is not for... It's not because I don't want to, it's because I know that I would be bad at it. But I have been running some tests on this bank, and it is working so far, so I don't know. I might work on it some more. I have like half a pitch otoed, which was enough for a test, and like no more. Art pacing is a pain. Pain. Also, like, if the volume is ever weird, like if the music's too loud or too quiet, just let me know. Koyanagi Tsuyuki. She's so good. I definitely recommend her. But yeah, Tsuyuki is the only way you will ever get me to use art pacing. Flowers flying all around, wasting another round. Here we go again, repaint my skies and snow. But yeah, I try to have all my social media linked on my channel. Just so that, like, I try to have everything linked to everything else, just so that when people find me, they can find me on everything, instead of just having to search through the whole internet to... We're wandering and from to spring, But yeah, I'm gonna try to at least get... Usually when I do this, I have like a goal for myself as far as how many lines I want to do. Or at least make sure I get done. I'm thinking I want to at least get to like 700 or 800 today on this one. Because I did 400 of this pitch last night. It's really small. It's really small. I don't know, I talk more when you guys talk, so if you guys are climbing up, then I'm probably not gonna say much. So, sorry about that. Alright. I mean, fair. I don't know. Just, you know, fair warning. I might not say much. I might not say much. It's a little small. Searching through the scattered debris, what visions do you see? You should do it. Do it, Dan. Do it, Dan. Do it. Do it, Dan. Yeah. Yeah. Exampa takes a little bit of getting used to. Damn it. That's the only thing I don't like about Otoing and Setparam is like when I intend to grab the right blank every once in a while, it'll move the pre-utterance instead, and that gets annoying. But I mean, it's not really a big deal. I will never understand how people can Oto in Utao. Like, never. It's like, I've tried it, and I can't see anything. I can't tell what's what or anything, because like in Utao you get like the waveform, and that's it. Like, there is a spectrum view in Utao, but it's bad. It's bad. You can't... you can't see anything. And having to open and close the editor every sample, ugh, it just takes so long. I'm kind of hoping I can get done with the... Yeah. I mean, like, for a CD Oto, it kind of makes sense, but I wouldn't want to do anything else. I would not want to do anything else in, in Utao. That just sounds like hell. That just sounds like hell. Back when I first started, before I even made Utaos of my own, I was thinking to myself, okay, so Tokoe Izui, their power bank is not Otoed. Or at least it wasn't when I downloaded it, the VCV one. And so I thought to myself, that's fine, I'll just learn how to Oto VCV. I'll want to do that anyway, because I do plan on making my own voice banks in the future. I'll just figure it out. So I opened the Oto in Utao, and I looked at it, and I kind of knew what I wanted to do, and I got a few lines done, probably poorly, because I didn't really know what I was doing, and then, like, I realized how many lines there were in the entire Oto, and I was like, nope, fuck this shit. Sorry. It got really dry all of a sudden, lately, so my lips have been chapping like crazy. And I need to stop licking them. but it's hard. But yeah, that's honestly the hardest part of Otoing VCCV is just keeping all the different Oto types straight. If you can do that, you're golden. Also, if you're watching this and you see me do something odd, please call me out on it. Because odds are I just spaced out and did something dumb. And I would appreciate it if you told me that so that I can fix it before I give it to Alice. Although if you're not actually paying attention to what I'm doing and you're just listening to this in another tab, I don't blame you. Because this is boring. Oh. I got really nervous for a second. I thought I did something horrible, but nope, it's all good. We're good. Moving on. Oh, hi! Hiya! Thanks for showing up. How are you today? I already kind of explained what I'm doing. But, I don't know, you can go back into the beginning of the stream, or you could just ask. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. I might be going too fast for you to really see, but I'm just so used to it. It's like second nature. I already know where everything goes. Also, if the stream lags, I apologize. My internet's kind of bad. Nice! Good luck! But, like, basically, if you've seen CZ's Otoing tutorial for VCCV, I'm just doing that. I try not to tutorial too hard since there's already a video tutorial. But, it's... Hey, I mean, if you finish it, you finish it, but... go for it, man. That's all you can do, really. And you know what? If it's late, who cares? That's sort of the philosophy I've taken in this community is, you know what? I do what I want. If I want to release a Halloween song in April, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I can't remember who said this, but the people who care don't matter, and the people who matter don't care. So... if I want to release a Halloween song in April, I don't give a shit. So yeah, if you want to celebrate your Tao's birthday or your Tao's unbirthday, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. See, that's the thing. If you miss the anniversary, you can always call it an unbirthday. An unbirthday. And that will work fine. It'll work fine. My Otao actually turned 1 this year. The 1st of this month. And honestly, I'm just so amazed that I've been doing this for so long. Even though, like, I'm like a baby. There are people who have been doing this for like 5 or 6 or 10 years. And... but it's just, I don't know, I've grown so much. And looking back at Bunny's old banks... You should. You should. I knew it. I see. Nice. I'm trying to get out of this section of the Oto because I wanna also show how to Oto other types of Otos, because there are more than just these 5 types of Otos in the VCCV. It's just that, I don't know, man. This is Alice's bank, yes! This is her A4 pitch, the last pitch. I'm almost done with this stupid commission that I've been holding on to for way too long. It's almost time for somebody else to get a turn. Well, wait, I gotta check that. Basic tips for VCCV Otoing. Check your left and right blanks because they will sneak up on you. But yes, this is Alice's bank. Like, I have a whole queue built up. I know Yozane's next. I'm gonna be Otoing Emo's new VCV bank, and I'm excited, because that bank sounds awesome. I have a journal up on my DeviantArt. You can find the DeviantArt link on my YouTube channel. There's a journal where I list prices, so you can look there. It's listed as closed right now just because I want to get the queue down a bit before I... Her rose append, yes! It's not really an append, it's like the... She called it rose because it was, sort of a new thing, yeah. But yeah, this is... Because I want to hammer down the queue a bit, so... But you can check prices. The prices probably will not change in the foreseeable future. So... But yes! Yeah, it's such... Her Rose VCV bank is gonna be amazing. Be amazing. Yeah, More Sampler doesn't do too bad with VCV Otos. Only VCV Otos. Can't do CVVC or R-pacing worth a damn, but it can do VCV pretty decently, in my experience. Like, I know some people say it just totally screwed up their bank, and like, I know it can do that with like CVVC. Like, I don't put it past More Sampler to totally screw up an Oto. But at the same time, like, I never had an issue with it. I don't really use it for a base anymore. I use set param usually just because I like being able to set my own numbers. But it's, you know, it's not bad. More Sampler's not bad. Just don't use it for anything besides VCV. Don't use it for... Yeah. Yeah. It does tend to mess up aliases, but if you're going through and fixing it anyways, you might as well fix the aliases too. See, that's what I like about set param is that it just takes whatever is in the file name as the alias. Like, it doesn't question it. Yeah. Yeah. It'll do weird stuff. It'll do weird stuff with aliases. But for the most part, for basic Japanese, it works fine with VCV. Yeah. And again, that's why I like set param spaces. It literally just takes whatever's in the file name. The only thing about set param is it can't do Romaji. It has to be... Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I just started like a couple years, like, I didn't even know what Vocaloid was until a couple years ago. And then I got into it through Jubiphonic, and then I got into that, and then and then I found out Utao was free, and I was like, okay, I'll do that. I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I also will point out that once I get... No, that's Pope. This one's poop. This one's poop. Lowercase o is poop. Poop. I'm sorry, I'm listening to the Spanish bank. And my sister-in-law recorded this one, not me, because her accent is better. But I still remember her coming up the stairs, and after she was done recording and looking at me and going, boob. Yeah. Yeah, I can't roll my R's. I literally can't. It doesn't work. I've tried everything. Which is really bad for Spanish. Yeah. Honestly, I made a custom rec list for this. For this one. And I've been tempted to release it, but I don't know. It's still kind of experimental. I think it's missing some things. I also intended to release the extras rec lists that I made for Bunny's English, and I just never got around to it. I really ought to just release all of Bunny's rec lists in a DeviantArt journal and just call it that. Call it there. But, I don't know. I'll get to it eventually. Hopefully. Nice. Most of my work has to do with English, namely VCCV, just because English is the language I know the best, but also just because I use it all the time. Like, when I first got into Otoing, some dumb part of me was like, you should only use it for English, and so I learned how to make English banks work, and then I realized I wanted to cover some songs that were Japanese. And so I got a couple of Japanese banks, but like, I literally learned this program with English. Yeah, well, that's just because frickin' English has way too many vowels. English is like the worst language. English is the worst language. Like, not even kidding. English is the worst language. Although I will admit, the VCCV phonetic system is not very phonetic. It's designed for English speakers to be able to read it easily. It has nothing to do with actual phonetics. It's more just like, it's easier for... Yeah. They might be a little too cheap. I might have to... I've been tempted to up them, but I don't know. Might be too cheap. But yeah, the CVVC Japanese is not hard for me. I can do that in an instant. It's just... And, like, there's a reason I made CV $1. I can go to a CV bank in, like, an hour. It's super easy. I do not take DA points. I just take money. But... I also have art commissions, which you might have seen. My art's not good, though, so no one has ever commissioned me. But... I don't know, I try. I don't know, I try. It's like, DA points are nice, but they do not pay the bills. Oh, well, thank you. Well, thank you. I am not. No, I am not. No. I tried to get it for my tablet and it just didn't work. My tablet's too old. No, it's fine. Keep asking questions. That's why I do these streams, so people can talk to me. Like, I'm just doing an Oto. It's not like... it's not like it doesn't take an immense amount of concentration, and I would rather you kept me busy. Just because Otoing is boring. Like, it kind of gets tedious after a while, you know? Because it's just this forever. Fun. Yeah, the thing is I don't have a smartphone, I just have a tablet. And my tablet is really old, and some apps, it just won't let me download because it's like, hey, your tablet's too old for this. I've been tempted to get a smartphone, but I also don't want people to bother me. Like, I don't know what I would use it for besides Discord. Like, I have a computer that I'm on pretty much 24/7. If I'm not sleeping or working, I'm here. Yeah, it does work on Android, it just doesn't work on my old-ass tablet. Old-ass tablet. Oh, also, this song that we're listening to, this is my cover, but it's by Strovie, and Strovie's back. They just released an updated remix of Mind Division, and I am dying. I will scream for the rest of my life because, oh my god, they're back. Strovie is easily one of my favorite producers, and I'm so happy. I am so happy. I know! I just, like, I'm gonna camp on that SoundCloud upload until the instrumental comes out. Because, like, it gives me an excuse to cover Mind Division again. Like, why wouldn't I? I wouldn't. I wonder if my USD for the one I already made for Mind Division would work for the remix, because it's kind of... Like, I don't know, it definitely changed the words, but I'm not sure if it lines up. It probably doesn't, but that's fine. I'll MIDI it again. I'll MIDI it. Gosh, what was the last thing I MIDI'd? I don't remember. Was it? It was Boketo. Yeah. 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 I don't know. I haven't really... I make USDs on occasion when I feel like it. Mostly English ones. All I ever do is English. You might have noticed by listening to... All of what we're listening to is my covers, so... You will notice that everything I do is... I have made 2 USTs. 3 USTs for Japanese songs. 2 of them are really old and kind of bad. The most recent one, Itsuma Demo, is the first time I have made a Japanese UST in like a year. Ah, rip. But yeah, I have made, like, a lot of USTs, and all of them are Japanese. English, I mean. All of them are English. That was a Freudian slip. But, like, because, like, literally when I first started doing this, there were, like, no USTs for anything. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks, man. Yeah, because, like, when I first started doing this, there were, like, no English USTs for anything, and I was just like, well, I want to only use their Tao in English, so I'll just do it myself, and, well, sometimes it worked out better than others. Let's just put it that way. I've also made a couple art-pacing USTs with Siyuki. She is A+. The only way you will ever get me to use art-pacing is with Koyanagi Siyuki. I haven't tried Kya, actually. Honestly, I haven't looked into art pacing banks that much just because there's not that many of them that are done. Like, I think a lot of people recorded them and then realized that they didn't know how to Oto them, and then they uploaded them as demos, but not really completed banks. At least last time I checked. It's been a while since I checked. It's that they didn't know how to Oto them. Which was kind of me. Like, I recorded 3 pitches of art pacing, and then I realized that the Oto was like the same size as a VCCV Oto, except I don't actually know how it works. And yeah. it's you can't Oto it the same way as VCCV. I tried that. It worked out poorly. People who say it's Otoed the same as VCCV don't Oto VCCV correctly. That's all I'm saying. I Oto it the same way as, basically how I've taken to doing it is Otoing it sort of like CVVC Japanese. So, like, I kind of combined VCCV and CVVC Japanese methods in order to make it work. But yeah, no, I've tried Otoing it the way VCCV is supposed to be Otoed, and it does not work. It 100% does not work. But yeah, you should totally ask Mango about Otoing our pacing, because she actually knows how to do it. Like, she can... Her bank came out really great. His bank. Shit. I forgot. Shit. I forgot. Shit. I'm always doing that. I'm always doing that, where I just forget. But yeah, if you try to Oto R pacing like this, it will not work. It will not work. The creator don't know how to R pacing. They really are. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just so impressed with Sayuki's R pacing bank. Like, the amount of effort that must have went in to make it sound as good as it does, and to make it usable. I mean, that's just amazing to me. Go. Honestly, our pacing is just a trash fire. Especially the third reckless that happened that people don't talk about. Like, that's the main thing I like about VCCV over R pacing, is that there's a lot of clear tutorials, and that the system is actually coalescent. Like a lot, weeks and weeks of thought went into this. Like, it didn't just come out of nowhere. And oh my gosh, the R pacing reckless, just especially the third one, just, oh my goodness, there's a reason why they... Well, and the main thing to keep in mind is that any VCCV, or any type of CVVC, whether it's, if it has VC notes in it, you have to edit the UST for the voice bank. Like, just, you have to. There's no getting around it. Just because of how it works, the timing is different between every voice bank, because you can't time things the same way as someone else in your voice, but down to the millisecond. It just doesn't work that way. I'm not sure. I kinda lost track of the conversation, to be honest. I do that all the time. Like, I literally have a goldfish brain that's just like, where, what are, what? I'm confused. What are we talking about? Are we talking about VCCV or R pacing? I'm confused. What are we talking about? yeah, yeah. Maybe not the best time to link this. You could message me on DeviantArt or SoundCloud the link, and I can look at it later though. Yeah, art pacing. I think there was like one sample when it came out. And you know, it sounded okay. I wasn't really impressed. And it's just such a weird recording method. Like, it's not something anyone's ever tried before, which is interesting. What? 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 Hold on. Hold on. Holy shit! Holy shit! Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't impressed. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god. Who wants to listen to Circus's new song? Because that's what we're doing! We totally just hijacked the stream, but it's fine. He is. Yeah, welcome to Circus P listening party. Yeah. I mean, music is subjective. Music is subjective. Probably. Almost certainly. I'm not sure with who, but I will. I liked Love Songs. It's not one of my favorites from him, but I liked it. Dream was really good, in my opinion. Yeah. Rip. Our pacing makes me die. Cool. Well, that was the song. It was really good. Wasn't only Copycat. He's used Gumi before then. But yeah, lately he hasn't used Gumi at all. We'll just start this song from the beginning. But I know back when Sir Crush was a thing, they used Gumi a lot. But Sir Crush is no longer a thing. Wait, did I... Hold on. Okay. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Circus Monster's not one of my favorites either. But, if you've heard Nishin, I think is how you would say it, they remixed Circus Monster, the cinematic remix, and it's so good. I'm working on a UST for it now, actually. Well, not now, but you know what I mean. I don't really know, but I don't... I think it was like... I'm not really sure why Sir Crush broke up, but it was bad. I think, don't quote me on this. Don't quote me on this. But I think they were dating and then they broke up. And it was a really nasty breakup. But oh my gosh, that remix is so good. It's so good. Like, I never really liked the original instrumental. I thought it was too simple, but... the cinematic remix of Circus Monster makes me cry. It was so good. Like, I never... Because, like, I know it's kind of a thing. Everybody covers Circus Monster, but I never really wanted to. Until I heard the cinematic remix. Hi, Yara! Alright, seriously? The original version of what? Circus Monster was originally English, I believe. Fun fact, this cover murdered me. This cover murdered me. favorite Vocaloids. Okay. Well, yeah, well, mine's Gumi's my favorite just because she's the first one I heard. I heard her in Crystalline and Wildfire and Echo first, and I just, that's when I fell in love with Vocaloid. I also really love IA and Yuzuki Yukari and Nakamura Iroha. I can't ever say that name properly, so, but that one, I like her too. And Lily, I like Lily a lot. Gakpo. Gakpo is good shit. I mean, I don't really dislike any Vocaloid in particular. It's just that there are some I like more, you know? I like Lily. Lily is so good. Lily is so good. Yeah! Yeah. I can imagine. Honestly, I don't trust any sort of English input plugin. I would infinitely rather do it myself. I would infinitely rather do it myself. Yeah, it's really simple. You can, and CZ has a tutorial where she shows you how to do it, but it's super easy. It's super easy. Like, you just, I'd show you, but I'd have to fix the whole streaming setup, but basically you use the envelope of the note after it to determine the length of the VC note. And it's just so easy. It's just so easy. But yeah, watch CZ's tutorial. It's really simple. Her tutorials can be kind of boring, but they're super informative, and she has a tutorial for everything that has to do with VCCV. And if you don't want to watch the tutorial, you can find my written tutorial. Basically, I wrote down her tutorial. I wrote down her tutorial on my DeviantArt, so you can find that there. But yeah, it's super easy. Hardest part is learning the phonemes. The phonemes are hard because English is dumb. And honestly, same, but I was used to CVVC English already, so... And also because I didn't actually look at the tutorial all the way. Like, it also depends on... So basically, if you're using CZ's method that she describes in the tutorial and it doesn't work, it's because the bank is otoed wrong. I mean, that's just a fact. But yeah, just look at CZ's tutorial. It's super simple. It's super simple. It's super simple. Nice. It probably won't be HD though because my internet sucks. I mean, honestly, the hard part is the phonemes. Just because English has too many vowels and it's dumb. Like, my thing is, when I started using VCCV, I was already familiar with the phonetics from CVVC. So, I didn't... Well, I did have to go through that, but I went through that before VCCV was a thing. Yeah, there's... Why can't everybody just speak Spanish? There's only 5 vowels, everything's pronounced how it's spelled. It's spelled. It's just overall the best language. It's just overall. 5 vowels, everything's pronounced how it's spelled. The only thing with Spanish is that there's like 50 billion dialects and all of them are completely different. Like if you thought British English and American English were different, it's like that, but there's like 50 dialects. And they're all just as different from each other. Like that's the thing, I can never actually speak Spanish to someone in real life. Yeah, pretty much. English is a Frankenstein monster of Germanic and Latin and whatever else it came across at the time. I only understood like every other word of that. I have the most basic Spanish level. It's really sad. Yes, J is pronounced huh in Spanish, and H is pronounced like this. H makes no sound in Spanish. The J goes huh. But that's... Very nice. Well, and of course it also comes down to what version of Spanish were they teaching me in school, which was probably Mexican. It was probably Mexican flavor. Like, they tend to teach the Mexican flavor more often in the United States. Ugh. My boyfriend's learning German, actually. He liked that better than learning Spanish, so, you know, more power to him. Oh, jeez. I have no idea how to pronounce German. But I will try just for you, Dan. I hope you are happy when I embarrass myself. Just give me a second. I gotta. Come on. I just wanna fix. So I'm gonna turn this off so that I can focus. There we go. Okay. Well. Well, I can pronounce it in Spanish. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, thank you for that. I believe it would be something like, Ich bin ein schon kokett und den Vokal sing Kartoffeln. I missed a lot of schwas. It's because of the frickin' silent E in English. I'm ruined forever now. I can pronounce the Spanish one pretty easily though. I'll probably sound more Mexican American, but soy una croqueta preciosa y tus vocales son una patata. That one just, you see how easy that is? You see how easy that is? I should have known about the schwa on the end of things, because I learned a little bit about Old English in college, and Old English used that more sort of Germanic pronunciation. You see how easy that is? How easy that is? Like, I would have recorded my own Spanish voice bank, except I can't roll my R's. Literally. I literally can't. Like, I try and it just sounds like a motor trying to start. It doesn't. I feel like I'm getting closer, but it's not happening. Yeah. Honestly, I don't blame you. The English R is dumb. The English R is dumb. This is one of the Japanese USTs I made a long ass time ago. But yeah, not being able to roll your R's is a real problem when attempting to speak Spanish, because perro and perro are two different words, and I can't pronounce one of them. I can't. Pedro. Help me, Yara. Give me your R rolling. But yeah, that's why I had my sister-in-law record the Spanish voice bank. She can roll her R's, and I cannot roll my R's. Nice. Nice. Honestly, though, me. Honestly, though, me. And I have heard it's like a genetic thing. Like, some people just can't do that with their tongue. I've been meaning to redo that UST. I just never got around to it. Well, and the VSQ I used was not timed very well. This... Well, and Levi was raised in the South, so, like the deep South. I kind of just got used to it, because it was like, I want to cover this song, but all I have is the VSQ that Circus gave out. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Most of those old ones came out poorly. Just so you're aware. But I did learn... It helped me practice more with the vocal, like, entering lyrics than anything else, because I didn't know what tuning was. Literally, I didn't know what tuning was. I had no idea. I had no idea. I had no idea. Like, I just knew some USTs sounded better than others, and I had no idea why, because I never clicked that little tilde at the bottom corner. Yeah, I've been kind of trying to do that too, but I never actually got around to it. Like, I covered La Llorona a long-ass time ago, and it was terrible. I don't think I ever posted it on YouTube. I might have posted it on SoundCloud. Don't go looking for it, okay? It was bad. Don't go looking for it. Okay, it was bad. I might have deleted it by now, actually. Just to get some minutes back. I knew you would do that, Dan. I knew you would go looking for it as soon as I told you not to. You're just that kind of person. Just make sure you're prepared for what you find. But actually, now that Bunny has a Spanish mic, I might finish that cover. I'd have to start all over again, because I started that UST a long-ass time ago, but... yeah. Oh, geez. Was this the one where... No. No, I think it was Apple.com. Yeah, anyways, so somebody came on to... When I released Onikanagi's 1.1 bank, which was basically just me fixing his Oto to be usable because I was dumb and didn't... But anyways... Yeah! Yeah. Prepared for what you will find. But, somebody came on there and they were like, hey, so his pronunciation is awful? And I'm like, you think I don't know that? I know! I know. Alright, see ya! Yeah. Okay, good. Good. Okay, good. People keep doing these things where, like, there's a really old cover that I forgot to unlist on YouTube, and, like, I'll get a comment all of a sudden that's like, hey, you know, you really need to learn how to use Utao, and I'm like, I know, I learned by now. Don't bring up my horrible past. Don't bring up my horrible past. My horrible past. I know. Like, there's constructive criticism, and then there's nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Like, if I would have went on there and been like, hey, how's my pronunciation, guys? And then you guys would have been like, oh, man, it's awful. I would have been like, all right, I'll work on that. But when somebody just comes out of the blue and is like, hey, your pronunciation sucks, I'm not happy about this. Slow. I interest you. I'm almost a third of the way through this pitch, just so you guys know. I did like a sixth of it just now on stream. I did like this on stream. Because, like, honestly, when VCCV is recorded right and it has the right bass auto, I can just go. I can go for the rest of my life. Yep. Yep. More Sampler does not like certain aliases. Well, that depends on whether or not it's a dubstep Utao. Yeah, when it runs into some off-color, extra English sounds, it'll shit itself. It'll shit itself. It won't know what to do. I have had, like, 2 experiences otoing off of a More Sampler Oto, when one is, wow, that was really close. Nice job, More Sampler. And then the other one is, what the fuck, man? What? Why is it over there? I mean, there's pretty much nowhere in between. It's either, like, almost spot on, or it's just completely, like, I don't know what it was thinking. SetParam uses a more mathematical function to figure those things out, so it's very rare for it to jump. Every once in a while it'll jump ahead a syllable, but it won't do all the crazy shit that More Sampler does. Oh, hello! Nice to have you back! Yeah, and that's pretty much More Sampler Otos in a nutshell. It's either okay or it's garbage. There's nowhere in between. It's garbage. There's nowhere in between. And the only one where I've ever heard of it doing an okay job was with VCV. Don't plug VCCV English into More Sampler. There's nothing to be gained by that. I'm also, because I've noticed that YouTube occasionally blocks bad words, so I've been trying to keep up on my the live dashboard to make sure that you guys don't. Yeah. Well, okay, so here's the deal. There is an index file for you to use more sampler to Oto a VCCV bank as though it were RPASing. Why would you do that? Why would you record all of that stuff and then Oto it the hard way? I don't understand. Like, the only reason in my mind to record an RPASing bank is, holy shit, that rec list is short. But if you're gonna use the long rec list and the Otos are the same size, why wouldn't you just Oto it as a VCCV bank? There's no reason to put extra work on yourself. What would you? And if you tried to make it do VCCV the normal way, CZ's way, that would not work. I can tell you right now, that will not work. And also, CZ's base Oto is close enough already, if you record it right. Like, you're noticing that I'm not shifting it more than 100 milliseconds in either direction. Like, it's just... it's really... a lot of time and effort went into the VCCV rec list, and the fact that so many people don't understand that makes me angry. Why? So many people, this is the recent Japanese UST that I made, and everybody was all like, wow, your tuning is so good! And I'm like, really? Everybody's all like, how do you do this? And I'm like, I don't know. It just happens. I don't know. Just do it. Like, literally, people keep asking me for tuning advice, and I'm just like, just take the pitch bend and fuck with it until it sounds good. Pitch bend and fuck with it until it sounds good. I've always wondered if you could make like a chorus voice bank. Like if you recorded it and then you recorded it again and you recorded it again and layered it on top of each other so it sounds like 3 people are singing and then turn that into a voice bank. I wonder if Utao would like that. Cuz that's what I'm thinking would go wrong is Utao would just be like, "What the shit?" and then shit itself. But and then shit itself. I don't know, these are the things I wonder about when I fall asleep at night. I don't know, man, I live under a rock. Like, outside of the Discord chat that I'm in, I never interact with the Utao community. Utao community. Man, I live under a rock. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just awkward. I'm a very awkward person socially, so I just, you know, I find a group of friends and then I just stay there forever. Forever. Are you sure Levi didn't make you a furry? Are you sure Levi didn't make you a furry? Because there are plenty of furries within the chat. Dumbass language, okay? Like, it just... Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. But hey, could be worse. You could be a Sonic furry. Actually, this was... Yeah. This is the first VCCV UST I ever used. Made. Yeah, I have a Sonic OC too. I can't even make fun of you for that. But, honestly, I don't really care when it comes to things like Sonic and furries and whatever. Like, I don't care what you do. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. I do too, actually. What's funny is I didn't even make my Sonic OC until like a couple months ago because a friend of mine and I both recently got into Sonic again, and I was just like, I'm gonna make me an OC. And I did. It depends, really. Okay. The stream might drop. I'm sorry if the stream dropped. Nice. Nice. I still haven't made myself a My Little Pony OC. Yeah, I usually do CA and F. Just because they're spaced decently, in my opinion. I wouldn't space them out as far as an octave without having at least, like, an F pitch in between each octave. So, like, if you wanted to do, like, F, C, F, C, or something like that, that would work well, I think. But I try to stick to A, C, and F. They seem to work well for me. I used to watch My Little Pony a lot. I don't know, I just kind of lost track of it. Like, it was a good show, I just lost interest. My brother actually kind of got internet famous for a little bit. Because, I don't know if you've heard of debate.org, but it's, you know, it's a site where you can debate about things. Anything, really. And so he got into this debate with a guy that Applejack was the best pony. He was arguing that Applejack was the best pony. And his opponent was arguing that Rainbow Dash is the best pony. And it kind of blew up in the MLP fandom. The debate did for quite some time. I can't remember if he won or not, but... Yeah. Yeah, so like Bunny has an A3 pitch, an A4 pitch, and an F4 pitch. And I wanted to do a C4 pitch, but I couldn't do her voice that low. Kanagi has an A3 and an F3. I'm tempted to add a C4, but I'm afraid that'll make him sound too much like a girl. And then Cherry, who is currently stuck in Oto Purgatory and has been for quite some time, she has C4, F4, A4. So yeah, I try to stay around that region with 2 or 3 pitches. That's funny though, you could call yourself Discord P, and people would think you were just being edgy, and in actuality it's a My Little Pony reference. That would be funny. Somebody do that. Somebody... I have Oto'd almost 600 lines in this stream alone. I'm just blazing through. Like, I don't know, I find something about it soothing. Soothing. Like, the other pitches were frustrating me because they were recorded wrong. Like, I wasn't gonna tell Alice that she needed to re-record, like, 800 recordings, since that would have been rude. But... nice. Nice. How's the volume looking? Is it too high? No, it's... okay. Like, I want to keep going on this just because I like it. Like, I know it sounds weird that I like this, but, like, as far as Otoing goes, I'd rather be doing this. A properly recorded VCCV voice bank that I can just click my way through and be over with. But I really, really want to get Cherry out of Oto Purgatory. I've been holding on to her for so long, like, long enough that my Japanese pronunciation improved enough that I wanted to re-record her. Like, that long. Like, you remember how, Bunny's first VCV sounded pronunciation-wise? It was, like, that bad. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't really like Otoing. Like, I wouldn't prefer it over another activity. It takes a special kind of masochist to enjoy Otoing. But if I could choose, I'd want to Oto a bank like this. Where it just, all I gotta do is just click, move on. Ugh. Alright. Yeah. Have fun showering. what is going on there? It feels like my suffocating, there's no escaping your breathtaking. Kawarita is also one of my favorite producers. She's just so talented. She actually asked me if I would make a VCCV UST for an original song she's working on, and it's like, is that a question? Yes! Like, I'm a huge fan of everything she does. Because, like, I want to finish Cherry, but I also want to finish this commission. I've had this commission for months, and I need to get rid of it. There are other people who are waiting. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. I feel like Alice would appreciate that. It might be a while before it's officially released because there were some problems with some of the recordings and the other pitches. Like, the E4 pitch had this weird demon glitch. I don't know how else to explain, but it was bizarre. So, a couple recordings are gonna need to be redone because of that. I think the A3 pitch is done? Pretty sure the AP3 pitch is done. It's funny, though, because the way you censored that, I read it as VCCV phonemes. Seriously? That, too! That would be amazing. It's funny, though, because the way you... Yeah, that happened with several of her recordings. So they will need to be re-recorded in order to ensure that, that doesn't happen again. There was also like one or two other recordings that had other problems. You might have seen the other one where she shouted at her mom in the middle of a recording. The others, just, you know, some simple things. So there's a few recordings that need to be redone, and then I'll have to Oto those too. But nice. Nice. Ah, rip. I think I saw that, though. I might have seen it. I'm not really sure, but I think I saw it. I remember seeing a cover of Princess Kenny. I do not remember where I saw it, though. But yeah, so far the plan at this point in time is for me to finish this pitch, and then I'll move on to my other commissions, and then when Alice finishes re-recording the bits that needed re-recorded, then I will return and finish those up. Because it was only a few recordings. It wasn't that much, so it won't take long afterwards. Yeah. Not now, though, I'm streaming. But I don't know, it's weird. I've got this insufferable fire inside me to finish things. Like, I can't... Like, I used to be able to spend, like, an hour every night just chilling and watching anime or something. And now I can't. Like, I have to work on an Oto or something because it's just... I get antsy. It's weird. But yeah, the way you censored that, I read it as VCCV phonemes. So I was confused for a second. I was like, Gaddy Cirques? What? But no. I figured it out. It's all good, guys. Like, ideally, I would have 2 monitors. I don't got the money for that shit. Or the desk space, to be honest. Instead of just having the chat open on my tablet. Because I can't actually open the dashboard on my tablet. So if you guys send something and YouTube decides to censor it, I don't see it at all. I don't even know it happened. So, that's a thing. Huh? Yeah, a lot of people do. I don't know. It's funny, when I made the Mega Oto for this pitch, I deliberately put this section of the voice bank first because yeah. Just like, I don't know what my parents would say if one of my online friends sent me a monitor through the mail. That would be hilarious. Yeah, that's right. These are so hard to see. But yeah, I chose this section of the voice bank to put first because it was the biggest and I wanted to get it over with. That's the reason. Like, that's why I like leaving VCCV in all those folders, is because then I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere. Because, like, I finish a folder and I'm like, oh, I finished a folder! Regardless of whether or not that folder was a significant part of the voice bank. I finished a folder! Yeah. X-Sampa is just confusing. Like, because basically what X-Sampa did is it took IPA and it tried to make the characters into something that you could actually type into a computer. And that worked, kind of. But all I'm guessing is that 4 is just the one that looks... That makes sense! You see, that's what most people do. And actually, I think the English R is actually an upside-down R, just because it's so rare. It's hardly ever used in anything. Like, there's a reason they call it the English R, and it's because English is the only language that deals with it. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know much about X-Sampa, outside of the fact that a lot of Delta lists use it, and Tato uses it, and it's based on IPA, I think. Ah! I did not know that. I don't know much about Chinese, honestly. Besides that there's 5 intonations, and it's hard to master. Huh. I keep telling myself that I'm never gonna make another VCCV voice bank again because Bunny's newest one came out perfectly. But then I keep thinking, but what if she had a C4 pitch? And now I want to die. Because I don't want to do another pitch of... I don't want to do another pitch, but she would sound so much better in the lower registers. I am conflicted. Okay. What is your biggest wish for Vocaloid, Dan? Unless you meant you wanted to know what mine was. Well, I know it's lagging, so there's gonna be a delay. But I don't know. I wish Vocaloid had more mature singers, like more dudes. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, I wish Vocaloid had more dudes. I also wish it had more mature feminine vocalists. Like, somebody who sounds like Amy Lee or Joan Jett or somebody like... Like, I want that deep rock girl voice. I also wish Gumi would get V4 English. But... I need to redo this cover, actually. I have Roko's son, and so I want to do it with him because he has a sexy voice. I'm kind of getting tired of this, but I want to at least finish this section of the voice bank before ending the stream. Like, I'm determined. I haven't done this much Otoing in one setting in a long time. But yeah, that's my Vocaloid wish. I also wish it wasn't so damn expensive. Yeah. And it's like for real. It's like, I'm tired of cute little girl Vocaloids. Every time there's a new Vocaloid, it's like, oh, cute little girl again. What's the point? It's like all the other companies are trying to ride off of Miku's popularity. Like, I like what you got going here, but can we have some adults? Some adults. And I mean, I understand wanting money, but at the same time, I also feel like if you do something that isn't already oversaturated in the market, you will also make money. Possibly even more money. I think so? I'm not really sure. I don't keep up with Vocaloid news as much. Did I just make it bigger? I didn't want to make it bigger, I wanted to make it smaller. Yeah. Well, and I know Kaido was deemed a failure at first. But it's like you already have like 50 billion cute anime girls to sing your songs. Why do you need another one? Yeah, I never really liked Sonica that much. She's just weird. I don't know. Like, it seems like it takes a lot of effort to make her sound even passable. Oh, hey, Zan! You made it! Nice! I have... Oh! Rip! Yeah, Magni Nana is not a good English, but, you know, she can be used well. Oh, I'll check the thing. Hold on. It might just not have sended because I don't see any. I don't see any that have been blocked, so. But yeah, I am forcing my way through this VCCV pitch through sheer willpower, and I am like a third of the way done. It's crazy. I've gotten a lot done just inside this stream. That's better. Yeah. Yeah, I think YouTube's just being an asshole. But yeah, we're almost done with the biggest chunk of the voice bank. That makes me feel good about myself. Let's see where... Yeah, the way it's been managed lately has not been ideal, to say the least. Oh my gosh, nice. Has anyone made a new Tao out of the Moonbase Alpha text-to-speech engine? Because that needs to be a thing. I'm just saying. I'd do it, but I'd have to dig up Moonbase Alpha, and then I'd have to get all the... Like, it wouldn't be too hard. You just make it say the strings and record that. Ah, yes. Big Clappy is a classic. Yeah, that'll do some strange things. Yeah. Like, I feel like any G value above 6 is just gonna cause issues. Actually, I just realized it's It's getting close to dinner time. I didn't realize I was on stream for so long. Yeah. It's kind of a... Flags are kind of a delicate balance. Especially the G flag. Like, the G flag just kind of... I don't know. It's weird. Oh goodness. I just saw the laptop webcam light on out of the corner of my eye and I didn't notice it before and it kind of scared me. Woo! Woo! Yeah, I do feel like G plus works better than G minus. G minus just makes it sound nasally. G minus... Not really feeling this one. Nice. I haven't done much experimenting with the gender factor in Vocaloid. But, I don't know, I haven't done much experimenting with Vocaloid in general. I'm pretty new with it, but... Stop! I just want to scroll! I think I'm gonna finish this section, and then I'm gonna call it, because I know dinner's coming soon, and I am hungry. But I'm determined to get this finished, damn it. I want to get this commission out of my way. face started twitching. It's weird. Probably been looking at the screen for too long. Especially with how bright setparam's interface is. I can't do whites like this. It just drives me crazy. You might remember a while back I streamed Oto's wearing sunglasses because it just... my screen just blinds me. I might have to stop anyways just because I have a headache. I just want to get all the commissions out of the way so I can relax again. That's all I want. I know, right? Like, for real. Or even just, like, Discord's dark theme. Or even something like Utao colors, where you could just color pick what you want it to look like. Like, Utao colors saved my life, man. Like, I just want it to quit blinding me. That's all I want. Yeah. Yeah, I work best in dark grays. Just in general. Like, if you've... I don't know if I've streamed since I got Utao colors, but, like, my Utao interface is just really dim. Because I can't do bright color. I can't do bright white is the main problem. I can't do white. Maybe. That might work. I'm not sure. I'll have to try that sometime. Yeah, that might actually work. That breathing part, that was me breathing into the microphone. And then I pitched it down 3 steps to make it sound like Kanagi and not like me. Oh, at the beginning of this song in the cover, sorry. MyApple.com cover. Pronunciation aside, I still think he sounds good in this cover. I don't use Kanagi enough. I don't know why. Because I have like 50 covers with Bunny and like 5 with Kanagi. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't... Yeah, breathing... Making Utao work with breathing is hard. I like to do it with... If you're using more sampler, you can use the U flag, and it'll just spit it straight out, like it won't modify it at all, and that works well for me, but... Yeah, Utao is weird with breaths. There's also a way you can auto them where they work, but... That only works half the time. Like, for Bunny and Kanagi, I recorded a couple and just didn't auto them, and I figure, you know, if people are gonna use them, they're just gonna add them in the mix, so... Yeah, usually I do too. Or if it's my hotel, I'll just record myself breathing and put that straight, like, as I'm mixing. Without even bothering with it. How long is it? Oh goodness, almost 3 hours. I have gotten so much done! I need you, but you don't need me. I mean, that's fair. Alright, that's it for that section. Oh my goodness, God. Oh! This is what happens when you sit down and don't move for 3 hours. Yeah. I can't wait to see your entry, too. That sounds like... I'm looking forward to it, Dan. But I think I am going to call the stream here, get some food, stretch. Thank you everybody for coming. If you're watching this archive, thank you for sitting through 3 hours of me clicking. I don't know why you would. But, yeah, thanks guys for coming. I will see you all later. Hopefully this time I'll actually remember to end the stream instead of just fucking. I'm tired. I will go now. See you all later.